Now you. I want you to say you're beautiful no matter what model you're healing. So that's what I do. I don't model to be in a club or anything, and I model my scars.
What's happening, everybody? It's your favorite girl boss, Angel Elaye, and we are sitting down for a live first look exclusive with Flammin D Behind the Scars talk show. I'm so excited to get into this conversation. I'm ready to hear everything about you, to learn about you, know who you are, pick your brain. And before we even get into that, I want you to tell the people who Flammin D is.
All right, thank you so much. What's up, y'all? My name is Flammin D, and Flammin D, that's me. It's only one Flammin D, okay? Flammin D mean anointed, okay? Flammin D mean that God has me covered. Flammin D mean that no weapon formed against me can prosper, and not even an enemy, not even Satan can burn my fire out.
Amen.
Flammin D mean that all the scars that I have, I am healed, baby. And I am walking in my purpose. That's what Flammin D mean.
I love that. Thank you so much
Like
for that.
that.
Look, she didn't even get into it. She was being real humble.
I got to.
We got a motivational speaker,
Period.
a radio personality,
Period.
an actress who just released a movie in Las Vegas. Congratulations to her,
Yes,
y'all.
shout out to John Lavelle. Yes, we are so grateful and blessed. I actually got to play an amazing role, Marilyn. Yes, so y'all got to look out for that, Tubi. Matter of fact, we might be doing a premiere in Cleveland, so check it out.
I can't wait for that.
Hey.
I wanted to make it to Vegas, but you know, life happens because I got my own scars that I carry. Before we even get into talking about the scars, you are also a philanthropist. And the first event I ever done with you was Stop the Violence. Let's talk about that. And let's, take it back a little bit because, that your first big, showcase for this is Flammin D, this is what I represent, this is what
That was actually my second one.
Okay.
Okay, so let me go back a little bit.
Yes.
I actually, starting off, I have my brothers. They're not my blood, but they always say water is thicker than blood sometimes. Eloise. It was Eloise at the time, but I still love them to death. Supporting them in the media and my personality, everybody started loving it. And I'm like, let me not forget the reason I got into the media was to be, a supporter, to be someone that women can look up to, So what I did was I stepped out my comfort zone. I got my diploma and I went to Ohio Media. A lot of people went to Ohio Media. Everybody can go to Ohio Media, okay? Yes, but it's all about going to Ohio Media and doing what it is that you love to do. Okay, so I went to Ohio Media, but I'm like, while I'm in there, it's actually where I got my name from. We had an assignment to where we had to build our first talk show.
Right.
In our first talk show, we was in a group, and the lady was like, make your name Flamin Denise. And I'm looking like, hold on, guy, help me pick this name. So I'm the type of person.
Because that ain't
I gotta try it out. It ain't set me.
Right.
I'm like, you already know what it is. It's your girl Flamin Denise. And I'm like, oh no.
That don't sound right.
It didn't sound right. So in my head, I'm like, let me drop it. Let me abbreviate it. So I'm like, you already know what it is. It's your girl Flamin D in the building. So it just run that.
And that's just it.
Yeah, it run that. So, whenever you pick a name, you got to have a definition for it.
What does it mean?
What does it mean? So I feel like Flamin D was given by God because if you read the Bible and if you have a spiritual relationship with God, that fire.
Them
Like
flames.
God gave me that fire. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I love it.
I love it too.
So you know what I'm saying? Flamin D came out. So I'm like, okay, before graduation, how can I get people to know Flamin D? Sometimes you got to invest your own money into branding yourself.
You do.
So I used the people that was close to me. You know what I'm saying? My brothers at that time, they was Eloise, so they became my headliner of my first Stop the Violence showcase.
I love that.
I did it at the Mediterranean.
Okay.
This time, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, my makeup wasn't on.
Oh.
I didn't make it on time.
Not Flammin D out here without no
hold
makeup on.
Yes, Logan got there before me. Logan Kingston got there before me. He like, sis, don't worry about it. Everybody cool, everybody coming in. My son is at the door,
Aw.
you know,
Shout out to your
with the
baby.
stop the violence shirts on. The models there, they had their little stop the violence shirts on, and they're walking around. Everybody there but me, okay? And I stayed right around the corner from the Mediterranean, so it was like so crazy that I was late to my own event.
It be like that.
But of course, Nasty Nay, she started it off. You know, everything came together. Honestly, everything came together. But DJ Chris Style, he was the DJ.
Yeah.
He actually, like, I have a team for my Stop the Violence showcases. So it's Logan. He does my photo. He does the videography. And DJ Chris Style, he does the music and the interviews. And that has been my team for my Stop the Violence showcases.
How about that?
So when it was time to do my next one, DJ Cristal was on me. He was like, Denise, I need you to get a room downtown by the Sausalito.
Because
I need
everybody
you to
loves
make
this
sure
event.
you is there on time. And at that time, I've already branded myself from the first event that I'm already a part of a UWI radio show. Thanks to Tanya for giving me that outlet. Yes, I'm already a part of a UWI radio show. And people already, you know, respect me from my first Stop the Violence showcases. I give out awards. I give people the outlet that have not, you know what I'm saying, been heard. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That people's not looking at them more.
A voice for the voiceless.
Yes. I give them a chance to just perform and get acknowledged without having to get voted on or whatever. Just do what you love to do.
I notice
You know
you.
what
I
I'm
see
saying?
you. I appreciate you. I value you.
I value. So do what it is you got to do, and I give awards out. So my second turn up, I was able to use Angel Elaye.
Yes, we had a
in my OWE
great
radio
time.
show. Yes, we had the Sausalito jumping. So that one showed growth. That was my second Stop the Violence showcase, and it showed so much growth.
And it was
It
beautiful.
was amazing. It
And
was
I left
beautiful.
feeling with a sense of like community, even though you know stuff don't, you know how Black people get when they get together sometimes, because we are work in progress. That's what the Stop the Violence, you know, program is for. But just even before that, just the sense of community, the sense of fellowship, the sense of celebrating each other. It wasn't a competition. Nobody was there to, you know, beat or compete with anybody else. We was just there to celebrate and enjoy each other and each other's talent. So I appreciate you and I thank you for even having that. And I hope one day, you know, you bring that back. I know you.
I am.
But I am.
That. So, you know, sometimes we all talk about the good, but the bad, the effect was a fight broke out. When that fight broke out, it like threw me off because it didn't throw me off too much. I was disappointed in who was fighting, you know, but I feel like God was just getting my attention like, Denise, you're going about it the wrong way. This is your personal message.
Right.
So I need to redirect you. Even if I have to give you a break so you can come back and focus on why you are doing this Stop the Violence showcase, I want you to take this break. So no, I'm not giving up on my showcases. Yes, I actually have one I'm working on now, okay? Yes, and it's called Women Empowerment.
I was about to say, can we get a name?
Yes, it's called Women Empowerment. It's called Behind the Scars Women
I love
Empowerment.
that. Behind
Yes,
the
because
Scars.
I want to utilize my name as much as possible. So when you hear Behind the Scars, you know it's Flammin D. You know it's me.
I love that.
So Behind the Scars Women Empowerment, it will be coming soon. People will get the shout out. It's about women that have lost somebody, whether you have sickle cells, whether you're fighting cancer, whether you fighting mental abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, whatever it is you fighting, all of us women is going to come together and we're going to celebrate each other's scars.
I love that.
Yes. So that is my next showcase. So that's what I mean by God will redirect you.
He will.
Because I felt like I was getting a little bit off focus. You know what I'm saying? I was supporting people. I was doing what I liked, but I wasn't focused on the lane that God had designed for me. So yes, I'm enjoying this break, you know.
Yeah,
I'm about to come back on.
Look, we all need time to rest, baby.
Yes.
God rested on day 7. You and your
I ain't playing.
You on your day 7. But guess what? After day 7, day 1 come back around, and it's time to get it going.
Period.
So you said behind the scars. Scars, Flamin D. Scars. Tell me, what are scars to you? What defines a scar? Is a scar just a physical thing? Is it a metaphor? What is a scar to you? What are your scars?
To me, scars is more than just physical. Scars can be mental. Scars can be emotional. Okay? Scars can be whatever have hurt you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It can be anything. It can be the way you grew up. It can be not having structure. You know what I'm saying? It can be sometimes you lost. Scars can be whatever it is. Scars can be not having a mother or father in your life. You know what I'm saying? Not having someone to love on you the way you need to be loved.
Right.
Okay? Scars can be whatever. You know, because you can have the richest person on earth, but they can get hurt easy. So what hurt that person?
What hurts you?
What hurts you? And yes, I have a lot of things that hurted me.
I want to
So
know.
when I tell people, baby,
It's time to talk about Flammin D scars. You know,
Yes.
it's a time to be open and vulnerable, and that's what Behind the Scars talk show is about. It's her being vulnerable, sharing her story, so that she can help you navigate yours. So I want to know, Flammin D, you ain't what is if
Girl.
you're okay with sharing this? What is your deepest scar?
um,
And at first, is it physical? Is it mental? Is it emotional?
I don't have no deepest scar. I can honestly say that
Okay.
all my wounds are scars, and all my wounds I allow God to heal little by little.
Do you have any open
Same.
wounds?
Open wounds, and
But God put that Band-Aid on it, huh?
yeah,
He taking care of that wound.
It's healing. You know. You know what? I can honestly say I wouldn't even say open wounds. I recently lost my son, but I prayed over that. So I can't even say it's an open wound. I prayed over that. So that womb is healing. I'm gonna grieve my whole life for losing my child. Okay? Because I can't verbally see his face. I can't verbally hear his mouth getting on my nerves. I can't see his face. I can't raise him. He's not here for his 21st birthday. But mentally, spiritually, I accept God's excitement. So if I accept God's excitement, how am I still having an open wound?
Yeah.
So I don't have any open wounds. And that's what I mean. Like my scars are my testimony. I asked God to use me. So from the age of 2, getting burnt, you know what I'm saying?
So that's a physical scar that you
That's
have.
a physical scar.
And you still have these scars on your body.
Yes.
Like they still gonna be seen. So let's talk
Yes.
about that. So you got burnt at 2 years old.
Yes, I fell in a hot bucket of scalding water at the age of 2. Yes, we didn't have hot water.
Are you serious?
Yes. We didn't have hot water. And my mom, I think they told me that we didn't have hot water, so my mom bought hot water. And if anybody know me, I am turned up.
Yes.
I guess they said I
Not
was
at
getting
2
a little,
years old. Then.
Yes, they said I was a little wobbly. You know, my mom, she ran for a little second in the house, doing a little moving.
Oh.
You know, and I tilt over the bucket. You know what I'm saying?
And you were
I was only
I know your mama
2.
was toe up.
Yes.
I know she was
yes.
toe. Oh.
Yes.
So was it like 3rd degree? Like your skin
It was
gone?
4th degree. I
4th?
had skin grafts and everything. Yes.
Did you have surgery?
Yes, I almost died. Like, my dad had pictures actually. They had to wrap my body up.
The little
Wrap my
2-year-old
body.
body.
A little 2-year-old body had to wrap me up.
Girl.
So yes, that was so physical. But I can honestly say to any young, older, no matter how old you are, love the scars, the skin that you are in.
Yes.
And I tell people, love yourself before you change yourself.
Yes.
Because if you don't love yourself before you change yourself, you're going to get effects that you're not even ready for. You understand what I'm saying?
I love
and
that
when
you
I
say
mean
that.
effects that you're not ready for, you get people out here that so I have these burn marks. So now
Are they are they visible for people to see?
yeah, people can see them.
And where are they on your body?
They're
if
on
you
my
don't-
legs. It's on my back. You know what I'm saying? It's just not on them good areas.
Okay.
You understand?
It's not where it's not
good
supposed to
areas.
be.
Okay, God bless them parts.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to say is, you know, when you trying to cover up your scars without mentally healing and loving yourself, you're projecting that pain to the outside. You understand
Let's
me?
talk about it.
You're projecting that pain to the outside. So whether it's a man lusting you or using you, he see your weakness. He feel your weakness. He know you're ashamed. He know you don't love yourself. So no matter if you try to buy the newest outfit and cover up, he feel that in you. You're projecting.
It's no way to hide the scars.
It's nowhere
Your
to
scars
hide it.
are there.
It's there.
Scars are permanent.
Yes, even when you be like, oh, my ass ain't big enough, or my titties ain't big enough, or
Me,
or I
my
need a
booty.
BBL, or I need surgery. If you don't love yourself before you get that, you still carrying them scars with that new ass, with them new titties. Yes, it's still there.
I love that.
It's still there. So that's why I tell people, love yourself before you change yourself. Because that mental is still there.
It's still there.
That man still gonna use you and still gonna rub on that fake A. He's still gonna mess with all them fake bodies on you, but still not love you mentally the way you need to be loved. Because he knows just for show.
That's crazy. That's deep.
He knows just for show.
I want to go back to when you was talking about your son. And you were saying that was another layer to your scar. People are like onions. We have so many different layers. We have layers to ourselves that we don't even know about, or, until we consciously face these scars. You get what I'm saying? Some scars could be, life and you could pick it off, but some scars could be a keloid. I want to talk about your son. So you spoke on your son. You said you lost your son. First of all, if you're open with, talking about this with the public, which I'm sure you are, because
Girl,
this is an open space. It's a safe space.
Anything of my scars, I want to share with others to help them.
Yes.
Okay.
So I want to ask you first how your son passed away and how old he was.
Okay, my son, he was into the streets. He was into the streets. He was into the gang. That's why I tell everyone, please put the guns down. Fathers, please be in your kids' life, no matter what. You understand? My son, he was that type of person that, my name about to play on my top. My name trying to play with me. My name thinks
about
stuff
his
sweet.
respect.
Yeah, they ain't about to disrespect me. You ain't got to worry about nothing. So, but I also, as a single mom, raised my kids to where they had God in their life.
Yes.
So if I raised my kids to where they had God in my life, no matter what burdens my son carried on him, he prayed to that higher power.
At the end of the day, it went back to God.
Prayed to that higher power, and he said, God, I don't know what to do. I knew my son was crying in silence. I knew my son was hurting. I knew he was scared. I knew it. At the end of the day, I don't care what gang you in. I don't care how many people lives you taking, how many times you out there and make the wrong decisions. That burden gonna carry on you. That burden gonna carry on you when you wake up, when you go to sleep, okay? Because we all know the commandments. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. We all know the commandments and what God allowed us to do. My son, he got shot at Libby gas station, and it was on Cleveland Remembrance. I can remember the day from the back of my head. Oh my goodness, it was like before my son passed away, he was on Cleveland Remembrance for...
before he passed away?
Yes, before he passed away, he was
Okay.
on Cleveland Remembrance for pistol whipping somebody at Bedford High School. So I literally had to get a lawyer so he could turn himself in. My son was on a run, okay?
Yeah.
And knowing me, I'm a single mom. I'm not about to let my son go down by himself.
At the end of the day, you're
Listen,
wrong,
that's-
and I'm going to check you. However, I'm still your mother, and I love you. So I'm going to help redirect you.
Listen, busting them hours out I took all my checks, we're going to make sure we pay this lawyer to make sure you get out the situation, okay? So the lawyer was going to get him probation. But at the same time, I got people in my ear saying, Denise, you spoiling this boy. You're not letting him learn his lesson. So while people is in my ear and while I'm paying this lawyer, my routine every day was going home, getting off of work, getting in the shower. While the water is pouring on me, I'm praying to God and I'm asking God. And just for you audience to know, if you have a relationship with God, a higher power, I don't care whether you are Jehovah, Muslim, or whether you are that religion to where you just believe in something spiritual, because I don't know all of them. So I'm not about to sit here and say I know all of them, but whatever you believe in, pray to it. I prayed in the shower with the water pouring on me, and I said, God, whatever you desire for my son, whether it's jail, whether it's probation, I'm giving it all to you. And I told God that I accept. I prayed every day while we was going through the courts, while we was going through the cases. I prayed. I said, God, accept. I no longer have hold over my son. You have hold over my son. And I told God that. So the day my son passed away was a Saturday night. But him and my daughter, they both got off. My daughter got off her ankle monitor. Yes. My son still got his on because they wanted him to keep one on until the case was over. for the gun case. So yes, he still have his on, but he like, Ma. Friday he took my daughter to a party. They had fun. Believe me, him and my daughter, them are my only 2 kids, so they got a bond that
Close.
I can't even compete with. Okay,
Exactly. You can't
They
do nothing
both
with a
keep
brother and
stuff
sister.
away from me. I be so mad, but I be knowing something going on. They try to keep it away from
You
me
know your kids
so
at the end of the day.
much. Yes. So Friday they went to a party. They came home safe. I was happy. Okay. The Saturday morning, I was in the room and I heard my son screaming. My son on the phone like, he arguing.
Right.
He's arguing with, what's the slang they use now? Ops.
Oh, with
He's,
the ops.
Yeah, the ops. That's
He
what
on
they
the
call
phone
it.
with the ops.
Yes. He's on Instagram live with the ops and I'm hearing them. So as a mom, I'm like, what's going on?
Right.
You know, I'm jumping up on my bed like, what's going on?
And at the
it's
same
just-
time, he 19.
he's 19.
You trying to give him his space,
Yes,
okay?
yes,
You
he's 19. My
do
son
you,
is 19.
But at the same time,
I'm worried. I'm a concerned mom. So I'm
Exactly.
jumping up. They know how I am. I'm so nosy. So I asked him.
And
My
now?
son come in the room. He say, Ma, everything cool. I made means. They said they don't want me. They want so and so. They don't want me. So at that time, I felt like they're making him comfortable. You know what I'm saying? They're making him comfortable.
and that's what you're thinking at this time.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. I'm saying my son thinking everything cool, but they're making him comfortable. Okay, so we talk, we chop it up. My son go in the room. He's still a little angry. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's talking to his sister, so they going back and forth. He posted a live video on Instagram, but then he took it off. So I work third shift, so I leave for work at 6. Gotta be at work at 7. I get to work. My daughter called me around 10 o'clock.
Right.
She say, Mom, can I go to this party with Quan? So I'm like, I'm hesitant because I'm remembering an argument from
That
earlier.
was on the phone, right.
Yes. But
Then you
I'm
probably
like,
thinking
I'm
they had a
trying to-
good night
yes,
before.
But I'm thinking they had a good night before, and I'm trying to trust them. You know what I'm saying? Because, yes, with my kids, I don't trust them.
That's
I
a
work
good
third
mama.
shift. I work third shift, so it's hard to trust.
Yeah. But you're a single mom. You're making it happen. You're paying the
Yes.
bills. You're making ends meet. You're giving them
So-
everything they want.
Yeah, so my daughter come like, Ma, can I go to the party? I say, yes, mother. I love y'all. Please call me when y'all make it home safe. Please be safe. Them was my last words to my daughter. And I was around 10 o'clock. So after 12 midnight, I get a call from my son's best friend saying, dying crying like, Mom, Quan's dead. My heart dropped. I ran out my job so quick. I ran out my job. They said my son dead. Ran out my job. I didn't even believe it because it's like, it didn't dawn on me. And this is Saturday night.
Because that's not no information
midnight
that you
morning.
can get.
I'm like, hold on. I was
And
just
comprehend.
praying to God. I'm like, hold on, God. I said I accept jail and I accept, you know what I'm saying, probation. But
that
saying
wasn't
I was
on the
ready for
table.
death.
Yeah, that wasn't on
You know
the
what I'm
table.
saying? But it's not about what you asked for. It's about what God wants. That's what people don't understand.
And when you gave
I
up and gave God total control,
He took all control.
he said, this is
And
what I
Mammy,
have for you.
Mammy, that was March 30th when my son was going to that party.
And what was March 30th?
March 30th was the day before Easter.
And what is Easter?
Easter is Resurrection Day.
Let's talk about it.
We're going to talk about this. So, Mammy, I just told you, I literally told God, take control. My son got shot midnight. Listen, midnight of March 30th. My son got shot and
Easter
killed.
Sunday.
Listen, no, he didn't get shot Easter Sunday. He got shot March 30th. Easter was March 31st. My son got shot March 30th. 21 holes to his body, okay?
21 in his
21
body.
holes. I guess the type of gun he had was a switch. You know, I'm not a big fan of guns. Don't care less about them. But my son got shot March 30th. They tried to save my son. You know what that death certificate say? 12/20 March 31st. That was my clarification from God saying, I took him on my day. I took him on my day,
He got
March
shot
31st.
on the 30th and survived. 21 bullets in his body.
Yes.
And he
to
lived
12
till the
20.
next
That
day.
death certificate say March 30th, 12. Yes.
And
March
you know what they
12/20.
say about Easter. You know the slogan. He woke
Resurrection.
up.
Yes,
he woke up.
up.
He woke up.
Yes. So when I got to that hospital, listen, when I left my job and I got to the scene, it's so crazy. I still don't believe it. I seen my son truck and everything. But you know, the police is not allowed to tell you your son is gone.
They not.
They're not allowed to tell you that. So they trying to get statements from my daughter crying because my daughter was there. My daughter witnessed her brother being shot and killed. Okay?
And it's just them two. And
It's
they
just them two.
close.
They're close. Their bond is so amazing. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh my goodness. Grabbing my daughter. We about to go. Y'all gonna have to get this statement later. Y'all gonna get this statement later. I get to Metro. On my way to Metro, I'm making a wrong turn, but I'm just like, God, this ain't real. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't real. My son not gone. No matter if I just seen the scene and my son truck and everything, I'm just not believing it. So I get to the hospital. We get to the hospital. I'm meeting his father and the family, everybody down there. We're waiting for the doctor to come down. The doctor finally come down. He said, your son is gone. My first move, my first instinct was go to that wedding room. Go to that wedding room was my first instinct. And that was to drop to my knees and pray. I instantly called my pastor and I said, can you pray with me?
You didn't even tell him the situation or anything?
No, I told him.
Oh.
I said, my son is dead. Can you pray with me? I got to my knees and I started praying in that wedding room because I knew it was of God.
And what time was this? And your pastor answered the phone.
He answered, yes. He knew something was wrong. He answered. I said, this is my ministry. This is outside of church. This is the same man that found me when I was going through my domestic violence 16 years ago. The same man that watched me grow with my kids. The same man that been praying with me over my kids. I called him and I said, they said my son is dead. Pray. And he prayed with me in that hospital. And we had to wait to see my son's face so I can, clarify his body. But like I told everybody, everything was of God.
I want to know, what was your first, if you had to choose one word to describe what you felt when you had to walk in there and see your son's body with 21 bullet holes in it? One word to describe what you felt. Give me that word. Just one. If you could choose one perfect word, and if you can't, that's okay.
I can't choose a word, but when I see my son, I knew that he's in the hands of God right now. That's all I knew. I knew my son was in the hands of God right now. I knew he was now at peace. He's no longer holding that burden. He's no longer crying in silence. I knew my son was okay. It hurted. Of course, I'm a mom. I dropped down and cried. Because in my head, I'm like, God, I said
that's your baby boy.
My firstborn son. I said, God.
And how old were you when you had him?
Me?
Yeah.
I made him when I was 18, but I pushed him out when I was 19. So
he grew with you. You get what I'm saying?
He
that was your best friend.
Through all my pain, my struggle, me being house to house. He became my best friend, my provider, my protector. That's my everything. Okay, so I literally, in shock. But at that time, I knew God was there. Okay?
And that's a beautiful feeling to know. Because most people, baby, they couldn't walk an inch in your shoe. You tell me my baby's dead, I'm gone off the rocker. I'm done. Yeah. But I want you, for women, you get what I'm saying? As women, as mothers, we always get the blame. Oh, your son shouldn't have been in the streets. Oh, your son should have knew better. Oh, it's the parents' fault. No. Because you could be the best mother possible, but people are grown, people are adults, people are their own person, and they're going to do whatever they want to do. So I want to know, what advice would you give to trying mothers, caring mothers, loving mothers who have kids that choose the street life? What advice would you give for them as a person who had a son that was in the street life, but he knew God and you made sure he knew God? You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, on his dying breath, I know he called out to God. You get what I'm saying? Because he knew God. And if you know God, you're always going to seek him. And that's what she preaches. So I want to know, what advice do you have for mothers who have kids in the streets? How can they, lead or guide them or try to redirect them? Because at the end of the day, they're going to make their own choices. They're going to have their own decisions. They're going to be their own person. But at the end of the day, I don't want you to ever think that you were a failure, that you weren't a good mother, because I saw you. You were an amazing mother. So what advice would you give mothers out there like that?
All right, my advice to you mothers is, and I can say this because I was just explaining to her earlier about today in church. He said, God has a plan for you, but Satan is plotting. Okay, so God has a plan that He put our children in our lives to be our protector or to help us heal from the scars that we have been damaged with, to give us the love and affection that we need. So, of course, we tried our best. We did our hardest to raise them the best we can because we didn't have that in our life. So, the first thing you got to do is not blame yourself. You can't blame yourself. Take away all the blame. Do not allow Satan to plot on you and make you feel like your mistakes is the reason why God had called your loved one home, because it's not the reason. It's not the reason. We all have an end date. We all have our time where God is going to say, I'm ready for you. And we don't know, but all we can do is live life to the fullest, carry their memories. Thank God that they're no longer suffering, that we have no worries. I mean, like I said, with me is I have a spiritual relationship with God. So I understand the assignment. But don't get me wrong, it's hard. I do my crying. I do my praying. I talk to my son. I pray over my son. I can talk like he's still in the house. I walk in the house and I be like, hey, Quan, love you, Quan, love you, Mila. I go to the cemetery every Sunday that I can. I might miss a couple Sundays if I'm not in town or if I have something to do. But I make sure I make that visit to my son's cemetery. And I chop it up with him. Keep God first.
Yes, keep God first.
Always,
Always
like
keep
I
God
said,
first.
always keep God first. And don't blame yourself. Because we can do the best we can with our kids, but they're going to go out in the real world. And it's up to them to say, I'm going to follow my mom or I'm going to follow the streets. You know what I'm saying? I even just told my daughter, I said, you don't have to follow my healed scars, but you can look at where I'm trying to go now. Or you can make your own story and say, this is me starting my own new story, but a story of healing, a story of this is what Mila wants for herself. I don't want what I've seen or what I have been through. I want better. So our kids have choices.
They do.
Just like we have choices, and we can't blame ourselves for them. But that's the only thing I can tell y'all. Just a little bit of peek until y'all watch more episodes. But like I said, the first thing is finding your higher power and not blaming yourself. I don't blame myself. I thank myself for everything He allowed me to get through. I thank God that He allowed me to be a single mom and have them last moments with my son. Shout out to Angel Elaye. I was able to perform with my son.
Yes.
On the 24th. We was on that stage turning up before God called him home.
Yes, y'all had a
on
time.
the 31st. Yes. So, you know, God gave me them last moments with my son that He was able to share the media life with me,
Yes.
the turn up life with me. I'm able to listen to his music and, you know.
So honestly, what touched me the most, D? First of all, let me rewind real quick. Because when I first saw you, because we met on a radio show. We was on the same radio show, Ubi radio show, like she said before. And I had went on a little hiatus for a while, but they started posting the new people that were on the show, and they posted her, and I don't know what it was about her. I didn't comment on nobody else. I gravitated towards her, and I was like, oh my gosh, she is gorgeous. And on the pictures, her scars were showing. And I was like, who is she? I need to learn who she is. I need to know more about her. And I commented on the post, and I was like, she's beautiful. And then you come and you said thank you or something. And since then, we just been going back and forth little by little. Then we got to know each other because we had mutual friends. And I will honestly say that you are so beautiful. You are a strong woman. And y'all went to her son's funeral. And when I say she got in front of everybody and she spoke with so much confidence, so much distinction, she was so proud of her son. She performed his song with her daughter and everything, and it was just so beautiful. I was so overwhelmed with emotion. And this woman right here did not drop one tear, not a single tear at her own child, the person that she brought into this world's funeral. She was happy that he was with Jesus. So for her to be happy, how can I ever sit here and just be sobbing and sad? I left that funeral because I felt like I did not belong because she was celebrating and I was mourning. I was grieving because at this point, we could build a connection. We had the radio show or whatever. And I remember when he graduated and when he went to prom and we were looking at his pictures and we all were like, you did it.
I made sure it was QB50 stand up business. And
She did it. And when I say his prom and his graduation was everything, and she was so proud.
He broke my pockets. Or like I said, and I tried to play with him. I said, Quan, I don't know what you're gonna do. I can't afford this. He like, Ma, stop playing. You always gonna make it happen. See, that's what it when it comes with us single moms. We always gonna make it happen. No matter if we gotta sacrifice for our kids. We always gonna make it happen. So I made it happen.
And even before then, you was like, I don't know if he gonna graduate, if he gonna go to prom. Baby, you made sure he went to prom. He graduated.
He kept telling me like, Ma, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Da-da-da. He knew what he was
had
doing.
you. He had you where he needed to have you. You get what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. And I love that. And I value that. And I adore that. And I think you are everything. I think you are a strong,
but you are
beautiful.
too, though.
Well, you're not talking about me right now.
You are too, though. I know we're not talking about you, but it's always good to acknowledge another woman. Okay?
Yeah.
That's why it's called Behind the Scars of Flammin D.
Yeah.
Like, we have to acknowledge another woman. And I feel like we need to do that more.
We do.
We
Celebrate
need
each
to do
other.
that more.
Uplift
We
each
have
other.
to celebrate each other. And I celebrate you.
Because the scars
Okay.
are nothing to be ashamed of.
Yes. And you have scars too.
I have my
whether
own
they're
scars.
private, whether the whole world know.
Yeah.
You have scars too, and you wear them beautifully.
Yeah, so make sure y'all are tuning in to Behind the Scars because we're going to get into that on the
Yeah.
episode during the talk show
Yeah.
season, okay?
But we gonna skip this subject a little bit. I know my girl got most questions.
Exactly. I was going to say, we're going to switch it up because it's been a little bit sad,
And you
but
know,
that's
I'm
okay.
to drink my little douce because we gonna
Let's
turn
cheers
up
to
real
that.
quick.
Let's cheers to Behind the Scars.
Behind the Scars.
And I want to get to know who Flamin D is, okay? Because my girl is more than just her story. My girl is so many other things. So
Girl, let
take
me
my
tell
list.
you, okay? One thing I want to talk about is I'm an ordained minister, okay? And I'm a motivational speaker.
Let's get into it.
But what people don't understand is a motivational speaker is not a preacher. Because in the Bible, it say women should not preach. I don't preach. I use my testimony to help others. I share my testimony of how God got me through domestic violence, how God got me through abuse and molestation, how God got me through being house to house and being in the streets and learning how to love myself. I share my testimony. That does not make me a preacher.
It does
I'm
not
not
make
a
you a
preacher.
preacher.
I'm a motivational speaker.
Exactly.
I'm here to motivate women. I'm here to show women that you don't have to stay at the bottom. You're going to grab yourself and get back up again, okay?
Amen.
That's what you're going to do.
So I want to know, do you feel like people hold you to realistic expectations because you are a motivational speaker?
Yes. I have gotten that a lot. I
And what
have
are
gotten
those-
people saying, oh, you supposed to be this ordained minister. I became an ordained minister, and just let me rewind this. You can become an ordained minister online. You can do that in 5.2 seconds.
I'm a
okay?
minister too, y'all. So
Yes.
I want to get married.
You feel
Hit
me?
us up.
Shout out. Okay, so my goal becoming an ordained minister was because I wanted to console couples
Mm-hmm.
before I marry them to make sure they are healed from their scars. Because when you get in relationships,
And we
your,
back to
your
the scars.
spouse don't know your scars. So now it's I want a divorce because I didn't know you went through this. I want a divorce because I didn't know you did this many people. Or I want a divorce because I don't know how to handle this situation.
Right.
So the point of me becoming an ordained minister is so I can sit down with a couple and I can make sure before I marry you and before you say I do,
Y'all know each other
y'all know each other
thoroughly.
So advice to anybody that's about to get married, this is just an idea. You don't have to take it. I want you to sit down with your spouse. I want y'all to write down everything y'all did bad. Everything y'all did bad.
Are y'all ready for that?
Listen, I want y'all to write down everything y'all did bad. And I want you to share with your spouse. I want y'all to read it. And as y'all read it, I want y'all to throw it in the fireplace and burn it. Okay, so now now your spouse know your scars, but God said, I forgave you. I forgave you for those scars. That's why I'm blessing you with this man or this woman. So I want you to read this. So, baby, I'm reading that you did this many people and I accept it, burn it. I'm reading that you've been molested, I accept it, burn it. I'm reading that you did this, I accept it, burn it. So now we can move forward. So now you're not allowing the outside people to say, oh, you dating her? or she did this. Oh, I know already.
Exactly. They
I
can't bring you no
know.
information that
can't
you
bring
didn't already
nothing. I
know.
know. Oh, I want her in high school. She not high school no more. She's a queen now.
Exactly. This is
She's
20
not.
years
She's not
plus.
the past no more. She's my future now. She's my wife. She's becoming my wife. See, that's what the outside don't understand. They
Facts.
allow the past to get in the way of the woman and the man that God have created. Okay. Because God created something amazing from these men, and God created something amazing from these women. But we don't understand these things because we are let Satan that's plotting against
Talk
us
in our ear.
to talk in our ear and be like, oh, I dated her. She did this with us. Oh, baby, I made her did this with you.
Now your
But
mind
this
gets
is a
to
whole
going.
new man that I'm dealing with. That don't mean I'm going to do this with him.
It's a completely different experience.
Whole different person. So you men and women is out there comparing yourself to another man, but y'all supposed to be different. So why would I compare myself with you?
To 20-year-old you, when we 30 something now, you get what I'm saying?
And not even just that. Why would I compare myself to your ex?
I'm not
I'm
them.
not your ex. Okay? So why would I sit here and have a conversation with you about you hearing about my past? You not him, and I'm not her.
Exactly.
How you doing? So that's what I want you guys to do before you say I do. Because that give you the chance to say whether you're ready to accept it.
Right.
You understand me?
I'm tracking. So I want
That's
to
what I'm
know
saying.
with Flamin D. I want to know, okay, with this past, you know, you take your past and you learn from it and you grow from it. And then you use that as a guideline to how you move forward. So I want to know, is Flamin D single or is she available?
Flamin D is single and
Flamin
saved,
D is
okay?
single.
Flamin D is single
I'm
and
going to take a
saved.
little shot to that.
Flamin D, single, saved.
So now that I asked that question, I want to know, is Flamin D looking? And if Flamin D is looking, what are your non-negotiables? I am not tolerating this. This is non-negotiable. I can't do that. The way you think, the way you act, the way you speak, whatever the case may be. What is 3 things that are non-negotiable for Flamin D?
You gotta have a relationship with God.
It doesn't matter what religion though.
No, you have to have a relationship with the same God as me. We have to be equally yoked.
Do they have to be Christian?
We have to be equally yoked. I'm just going to
Gotcha.
put it like that. We have to be able to walk in the same church hand in hand. We have to be able to bow to our knees and pray to God when stuff is not right. We have to be able to hold each other hand. If I'm away from you, you already know you praying for me. And if you away from me, I'm already praying for you that God protect you in them streets because streets is not safe for these
streets
men.
is not safe.
So in order for us to do all that, we have to be equally yoked and we have to be praising the same God. You know what I'm saying?
I love
Because
that.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. No
So what
shades.
type of Christian are you?
Baby, you know I'm a Baptist. You know I
Oh,
praise
she
that
a
man
Baptist. She
upstairs.
old school. She take it back.
You know I praise that high five. upstairs.
Amen.
You know.
Amen.
You feel me?
Let me drink
So,
this Jesus juice.
This Jesus juice.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. And that's just one. That's
Amen.
That's the top one. Okay.
Yes. So he got to walk with God. He got to walk with Christ.
God. If you're not walking with Christ, we ain't gonna work. We're not gonna work. We're not gonna work at all. And I don't want to force no one.
No, I'm never going to try to.
I
You
learned
believe
that
what you
in past
believe.
relationships that you can't change a man. If they not coming into a relationship like that, you can't change them.
You cannot.
Because they're gonna feel like you're forcing them.
I don't want to force nobody to believe in my God because my God's so good to me that if you just not off top believing in
Yes,
my
so-
God, then I don't know what to tell you. You don't believe in nothing because God is so good to me. You get what I'm saying? But keep it going because it's about you.
Oh, okay, so that was number one. Okay, number two is I don't want a
Non-negotiable.
man that smoke. I know
Smoke
it's hard
what?
to find it.
Anything?
Anything at all. I never smoked a day in my life,
Shut
y'all.
up.
I don't smoke. No offense to you ladies, but I don't think it's ladylike.
Okay.
I don't think it's ladylike. I don't want to see myself rolling no blunt, no weed, talking about, babe, go get
And you
that
never hit a
weed,
blunt
man.
ever?
No, I did.
Okay. You just
Hold
didn't
on,
like
hold
it.
on. For my son's funeral, I said, Quan, I'm about to hit this blunt for you.
Baby, hit it
And
because
when
I'm
I
a
said it
smoke.
was laughing at me because I did not know how to inhale. I did not know how to smoke it. And that was the last day. That was the first and that was the last.
Not the first and the last,
That was
baby,
the
because I'm going to hit a
first.
blunt every time.
No, listen, that was the first and the last for me, okay?
Okay.
Because one, before my son's funeral, I have never smoked a day in my life.
Shut up.
Never. But everybody was like, Denise, you got to do it for your son one time. So a girl trying. But even trying, it felt uncomfortable, okay?
It's not for you, and that's
It's
okay.
not for me. Okay, so I feel like dating somebody, I want us both not to smoke.
Y'all
I
heard
don't want to
that?
smell that.
You better
I
follow
don't.
God, and she don't want to
I
smoke.
don't. And I tell people, don't let people tell you that you gotta accept something. You don't. Because God hear you. He hear you when you talk about what you want. He hear you when you tell him like, this is the man I want. It's all about having patience.
Right.
It's all about having patience.
Patience is a
some of us
virtue.
want love so bad that we're running after lust. We accepting what's not for us because we want love so bad. So I believe it's a man out there that don't smoke.
It's plenty of men out
Yeah,
there
I
that
believe
don't
it's a
smoke.
man out there don't smoke because it's God has a love for you. He has a love for me. He has a love for all of us. So yeah.
All right.
And
So
the
what's number
last
3?
Listen, the last one is I want a man that's gonna accept me for me. I want a man that's not gonna try to change me. Meaning, I want you to accept my flaws, but love who I am today. I want you to accept that it might be days I want to have fun and step out. It might be days I'm going to pray over you and want to go to church. It might be days I say, let's be business, let's role play, but accept me for me and don't judge me. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like I said at the beginning, I'm not a pastor. You know what I'm saying? I'm a regular woman that makes mistakes, but I want to help women. I want to love on women, and I praise that most higher power. Okay,
Love women.
that's it. That's it. But one thing I'm not gonna do is settle. I'm not gonna settle.
For what?
what?
You have your kids. You have your life. Why would you settle?
Yes, I'm not settling.
It's 8 million people
I'm not
in the
doing
world.
it because you got these men out here. And let me drink to this before I say this.
Let's take us off.
Because girl, this be blowing me, and I'm really arrogant men. Arrogant men. And I always tell, I want a man that can give me something I can't give myself.
Exactly. And they
Give me
think
some-
it's a so
Give
I
me
feel like
something I can't give myself.
let me
Give
interject
me
real quick.
Listen, hold on.
Okay.
I can buy my own car. I can deck my own car. Okay? I can work my A off. I can take care of my kids. I can pay my own bills. I can get my own credit up there. Baby, it's toys. It might not be the real thing, but it's toys, okay? I can make my own.
You could do it all by yourself.
do it all.
I don't need a man. I want a man.
Yeah.
And if I want to, that's a privilege.
It's a privilege. Like they feel like because they got a couple dollars, so they doing something that we supposed to chase them.
So let's talk about a Flammin D. What are you looking for in a man? Let's talk about top 3 qualities since we talk about top 3. I'm not.
Now I ain't gonna lie, like I'm gonna get off the spiritual for a minute, but
Let's talk about it because, baby, you said you're not a pastor.
Any man I date, baby,
Uh-huh.
I want to crave you.
She want to crave.
I want to crave
What
you.
makes you crave a man? I need
Listen.
to know 3 traits that makes you
I want
crave
to
a man.
baby. You gotta look good. You gotta match my fly. You gotta smell good. You gotta be a freaky.
You gotta look
be
good, you
freaky,
gotta
baby.
smell good, you gotta be a
make me
freak.
want to say I want to leave the corporate and I want to go home to do
Okay.
some.
As soon as you text me, I need to be ready to tell my friends I
wanna
gotta
be
go.
texting back like, babe, after we make sure this money good, after the business right, I'm trying to right.
So what are those top 3 traits?
Hey, yes.
Flammin D. Because she needs you hot. Because she's
Okay,
flaming.
I want them 6 feet. I want somebody that
She
can
said
pick
6
me up.
feet.
Pick me up, play with me.
How
Baby.
tall are you, Flammin D?
I'm only 5'4", but I want them to pick me up. I want them to put their face
In that thing. Okay.
I want them to be left. I want them to be like, babe, that bank account right, babe.
Okay.
That's right, babe. Yeah, it is right now. Let me get you right.
Let me get you together.
Let me get you. I want somebody fun. Don't be boring with me. And you gotta love my personality because I'm goofy.
Period. So you said look good, smell good, and accept you for you.
Yes,
And
that's
that's
it.
simple. That's not too
Accept
much.
me for me because we gonna have fun. We gonna get money together. We gonna praise God together. We gonna turn up together.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Baby, we gonna manifest blessings in businesses, okay? We gonna travel together. But with all that being said, we go.
Let's talk about
Together.
it. Let's talk about it.
What's your favorite position?
Oh, me, I like a good. It depends, because if I really like you, I like missionary. We could look eye to eye, be all deep and in the moment. But if I don't like you, I like to hit me from the back, baby. Make me feel all of it.
I like the back, but I don't know why I love when they choke me.
I mean, I need to be choked
I want you
regardless.
to-
I'm an aggressive woman, but everybody know
I be
me.
looking them in their eyes like, don't look at me like that.
Everybody that know me know I'm a little boy. So I like.
I'm not.
I like
a
you're
rough-
not. You're a
not-
lady though. I'm a little boy. Like wrestle me, beat me up, put me into submission, make me submit.
Look, I want you to be like, give me this shit so I can be like, ooh.
See, she gives goddess. Flamin D gives goddess. Okay, she's a Virgo. She's
I am a Virgo.
a president, top dog. She's the one
Okay.
and the only. But yes, she wants to be taken advantage of. So take advantage of it because she still want to be calling the shots.
I want to take advantage of you too. I want to be a freak too. We gotta reciprocate the same energy. We gotta have fun. I want to be a freak too.
Okay, because baby, they get you.
I want you to lay
You
down.
gotta pull it out of the Virgo though, because Virgos, everything
I want
is
you
perfect.
to lay down while I satisfy all that body, baby.
I need to see your face.
Listen.
So Miss Virgo, Miss Perfect, Miss Virgin Mary, Flammin D.
I'm that good, Mary.
She said she that good, Mary. I want to know. You ready for this? Are you open to me putting you up for a blind date?
Oh, yeah.
We gonna do that, y'all. We gonna do a recap on the next episode.
Yeah, I'm open for a blind date.
Yeah, we gonna do that. So I want to know. Do you feel like dating and being in relationships can be a distraction to your purpose?
No, long as he understand my purpose. I feel like you said blind date. So if you're gonna do a blind date, we gotta be able to match purposes. You feel me?
I feel like you know that I wouldn't even put you up on nothing crazy.
Yeah.
I'm excited because I want to do blind date. So I want to put you up on the blind date, and we're gonna do a recap on the next episode, y'all.
I get a blind
And the
date.
first episode of Behind the Scars with Flamin D, we're gonna do a recap of this blind date. But
And mind me, the first episode will be my birthday, you guys.
so make sure y'all tap in.
We turn up. We go.
We're gonna have a time. Look, we gonna have a time. She ain't even gotta say too much.
Matter of fact,
I'ma say it
think
for
I got
her.
A little bit left in this cup. I'm about to down this because I'm
Look, we about to take another shot. Because I got
Shot.
more questions for you, sis.
I'm ready for this blind date.
Are you ready?
Yes. Tell me about this blind date that I'm ready for.
You ain't gonna know nothing about the blind date.
Make sure you know how to kiss.
That's why it's blind.
Y'all know, listen.
People don't know how to kiss.
I need a minute to know how to kiss because they know how to kiss. Them lips just get me going. Oh my God, you gotta know how to just.
What's up with y'all
Oh,
not
my-
knowing how to kiss? Why
I
y'all not
need
know how
a
to kiss
man that know how to
nowadays?
kiss.
Like, dang, I know I'm
A
a little
man
older.
that know how to kiss get me so ready. Like,
Okay.
I'm ready.
They be thinking foreplay is just playing with somebody. No,
No.
foreplay could just be kissing. And y'all don't know how to kiss. So, get it together. I want to know, Flamin D, you know, we talked about relationships. We talked about who you are. We talked about why you are. So, I want to know. You ready?
I'm ready. I'm always ready with what she got to say, y'all.
Because I like to do too much. And I'm going to turn
That's
it down
why
for
I
this.
picked her. When I say y'all, she's the most amazing. Check her out, Angel Elaye.
Thank
Google
you.
her. Yeah, she is all around the world. God is manifesting nothing but blessings for her. But I had to pick the one and only Angel Elaye to do my Q&A, okay? So she can shock y'all with these questions. I'm ready. What's up?
You want to play a game?
Yeah, let's play.
Let's play a game. Y'all, we about to get to know Flamin D, okay? We about to play a game because I'm known for my games. My name is Angel Elaye, and I like to play games. So we about to play a game. You
I'm
ready?
ready.
Okay, we about to play this or that. So y'all gonna get to know Flamin D a little bit more, and I'm gonna present her with two different options. You can choose. She can choose this or that. You ready?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, boys and girls.
Boys.
And you ain't gonna get no context to what this is behind. So if you want to feel free to do so, hop in her DM and ask her a question. So I said this or that, boys or girls?
Boys.
She said boys. Let's see, car or bedroom? Hotel bedroom. Car or hotel?
You said car.
She said car. Blue or red?
Red.
Up or down?
Down.
Top or bottom?
Top.
White or black?
White.
Ooh! And y'all can interpret it your own. Okay? If you had to choose one job, only one, to do forever, what would you choose?
Helping people.
Elaborate.
If I had to choose one job forever, it would be just like what I'm doing now.
Oh, what do you
Because
do?
helping women, motivating women, because I feel like if it was the end of the world, if you had nothing, at least your mental space is together. You understand me?
Yes.
So if I didn't have no job in the world, I'm able to help this woman not give up on her life. I'm able to help this woman say, you know what, I know how to move right without having my rent and bills paid, or with this man hurting me, or with carrying these burdens on me, because I could listen to Flammin D. Okay? So if God take anything away from me, do not take me helping women.
I love that. And I want to know, if you could only do one thing with your life, what would you do? Just one, nothing else, no caveats, just one thing. If you could focus your life in one lane, what would it be?
Dang, I want to do a lot of things. That's not
Your
fair.
top thing that you want to do, Flamin D, because Flamin D is a lot of things. Flamin D is a force to be reckoned with. When I first
Okay,
saw
listen.
you,
No, my top number one goal is to open up my youth safe house. And in my youth safe house, I'm able to mentor young ladies to becoming a mature lady. Whether they've been through not having a mother figure in their life, whether they've been through trauma, whether they've been in the streets and not having that right structure in jail and juvie is not for them, they can come to my safe house to where I can provide that love and affection, that healing that they need. I can speak to them one-on-one. I can help them. That youth safe house is called Goddess of Love, John
Goddess of Love.
3:16. Yes. So that's my number one goal. So me doing my talk show, donations, whatever it is that I do, everything is going to my youth safe house.
Okay.
That is my number one goal.
I love that. So who do you plan to reach with your story, with your purpose,
Whoever
with your
God allowed me
testimony?
to. Whoever God allowed me to, because I had scars coming out the womb. I have scars as adults. If you notice out in life, if you're not healed from them scars, you can carry them to your deathbed. You can carry them to your deathbed because you didn't allow that proper healing. Some people run from therapy. Some people run from asking people for help because they scared of the feedback or what they might get, or they're scared of how people going to look at them, or they're scared of how it's going to feel to actually get that healing that you need.
So I can say I am that person. My mother does not believe in mental health. My mother does not believe in depression. My mother doesn't believe in anxiety. My mom feels like people experience life and they experience hardships. And how we take those hardships and persevere through those are who we are as a person. If that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? So my mom is a person that feels like you could go through something hard and you could live through it. Or you could go through something hard and you can be defeated by it. And that is basically what defines you. And I don't think that's what defines you.
But see, that's only because I'm not going to even lie to you. One thing I learned, because I've been through a lot, you know what I'm saying, with my parents. One thing I learned is sometimes our parents hold unhealed scars that they're ashamed to tell us about.
They do.
If
do you
y'all
consider
think y'all
yourself-
parents tell y'all everything, y'all a fool, okay?
Do you consider yourself an 80s babies or a 90s babies?
Baby, I'm an 80s baby. I'm 85, okay? I'll be 39.
She right in the middle. She right in the middle. She
Hey.
might be a 90s baby. I don't know. I feel like she's a 90s baby because we relate so much, but
listen, I relate to everybody. And when I wake up every day, I ask God to allow me to step out my comfort zone, whether I got to be 15, 12, 13, 25, 29, 39. Whatever it is you need to be me to be, let me be.
because I didn't know how old you was at first. I was like, I don't know how old she is. Like,
So I thought it showcases y'all, and I turned up like I'm 25.
oh, I didn't know. I was just like,
I turned up
think
like
she's
I'm
my
25.
age. I don't know,
Because
but she cool as fuck.
That's the meaning of support to me. People don't know what support is. If I'm going to pay my money, if I'm going to get my hair done, nails done, buy outfit,
Okay.
whatever, if I'm going to come to your event, baby, I'm turning up. I'm getting all my money's worth. I'm not about to sit down there like I'm princely. Baby, because anybody can read through all that. I'm letting you get all of Flamin D. I'm supporting you to the fullest. I'm turning up with you. And then I'm going to go home and thank God for getting me home safe. But yes, that's what it's going to be.
Flamin D, I love you.
I love you too.
From the top of your head to the bottom of your head.
To my bottom of my feet, yeah. Y'all about to get the spiritual Denise, the turn up Denise,
Yes.
the business Denise. Y'all about to
Yes.
hear about my goals. Y'all about to get everything about Denise Angela Powers.
We're going to leave it on a lighter note. What does it take to get Flamin D out? What does it take to get Flamin D on a date?
Just
Because
show
Flamin
me
D is a
listen,
fine woman.
I'm going to be honest with y'all. I haven't experienced a lot.
Okay.
I haven't been doing a lot.
Okay.
Because I've been feeding my flesh lately. I have not.
Oh, wait. Rewind. You've been feeding the flesh.
I've been feeding my flesh
Let's
lately.
talk about it.
Nope. Next episode. Hey, we can't give more of that right now.
So I thank you so much, Flamin D, for sitting down with me, letting us know who you are. You're a phenomenal
You are
woman.
too. You are too.
Okay,
Let's keep
listen.
going. We are. Shout out to everybody. This is my first Q&A before I drop Behind the Scars with Flammin D talk show. And I just want you guys so much to just continue to watch these seasons, baby. Y'all gonna get healing. Y'all gonna get motivation. Y'all gonna get power, mean power within God, power within loving yourself. You understand me? Power within looking in that mirror and saying, I'm not my past, I'm my future. I want you to get that power within saying, I am better than what the outside think I am. I am better than what Satan think I am. It's no more plotting on me. It's more than going in that plan that God designed for me. You understand me? So when you hear my testimony, it don't stop with me. It's more amazing women out there telling their story, okay? So I just need you to know that it's always someone you can go to when you feel like you're breaking down. If it's not me, it's someone else. I need you to find me on Flammin D, FLAMMINDEE on Instagram, okay? And we about to, we about to extend it because I'm about to be all around the world because I'm not giving up on you. Don't give up on me because I'm not giving up on you. And that's your girl, Flammin D.
And I model my scars. I want you to model your scars. I want you to say you're beautiful no matter what. Model your healing. I want women to know that no matter what you've been through, model it because you're here.